Yo, what's up everyone? Morgan here, and today we're going to go ahead and feed our snake collection, as well as update you on everyone and how they're doing, and we got a couple new snakes we're going to go ahead and introduce to the channel. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and let's get into this. Alright guys, so I have my frozen thawed mice here. Let's go ahead and feed my Biak green tree python first. She's from Wilbank. She was a farm bred that I ended up getting probably going on 3 years ago or so now. She's a powerful leader, man. Alright guys, like I said, she's a beast of an eater. So up next, let's go ahead and do my designer green tree python. This is from Bill Stiegel over at Phoenix Reptiles. This is Bill's 23.10. Alright, so we would feed my third green tree python, which is another designer line green tree python from Mark Hager over at Texas Chondros, but she's a little sick right now with a slight respiratory infection. She had a pretty gnarly respiratory infection a few months ago. We ran antibiotics through her with injections for 30 days. Once every 3 days she'd get an injection. Definitely cleared her up. She ended up shedding out, eating all the time. She's been eating great. She's been shedding great. She's doing well. But I hear a slight crackle and rasp when I'm around her, working with her. I can hear her breathe, and it's just a slight rasp every now and then. So I can tell there's a little bit of RI going on. We're going to get her to the vet tomorrow, or else we would feed her today. We're going to get her some antibiotics, get another run of that going through her, and get her all cleared up so she's feeling better. All right, so next up, let's go ahead and feed Clarice, the false water cobra, who's hanging out right behind me right now looking for food. All right, you guys all know Clarice. If you don't, you need to go watch the false water cobra video I just put out. Clarice is a 100% het lavender albino false water cobra, and she's pretty sweet compared to my other one. She's really not bad at all. She's got a great personality, but she is still very food motivated and will fly out of the cage for food. You got to be careful still. See if we can get her to come out a little bit for the camera. Oh, she sees it. Get back in your cage. She already got that thing down. I was going to film, I didn't even get a chance to. I'm a total dum-dum that had my other lenses on and missed all that crazy action. And she could totally use another one of these. So, let's give her one. Jeez. Why are you being so spastic? Like I said, guys, feeding false water cobras can definitely be wild. They are such food-motivated animals that anything that moves, they're flying at it. They don't have heat pits like pit vipers, so they're going off everything with movement, just like a cobra, like an elapid. So let's go ahead and feed our other Wile E. Coyote of a false water cobra and get Hannibal Lecter fed. There you go, boy. green tree pythons are finishing up their meals currently. This girl's got a cage on its way. She'll be in a nice, big, beautiful condition. Whereas this little guy and my other green tree from Mark Hager have some growing to do for sure. Clarice might be a little bit jealous over here. She's like, why did I get the small rats and he got the big one? Alright, Hannibal's finishing up. So let's go ahead and move on to someone new. Let's go ahead and see if our Brazilian rainbow boa girl wants to eat. I've had this girl for a handful of years as well, about 2 or 3. And she is a calico het Eugene stripe. Bam! Pretty gnarly, guys. She's definitely starting to finally come on some size. Hannibal's down here all hooded up. Definitely want another prey item, but you don't need it. Alright guys, so here's a super cool snake to the collection we just recently added. This is going to be our Vietnamese Blue Beauty rat snake, and she's a female. So let's go ahead and feed her for the first time on the channel. Alright, so this girl's been in quarantine for a couple of months or so now. That's why she's in this type of setup rather than a full cage setup. Let's go ahead and see if she wants to eat. And she pretty much always wants to eat. She was out a bit ago. Oh, there she is. Come on. Come on. No more. Yeah, she's beautiful, guys. She's starting to finally put on some color. And she's looking good. Yeah. Beautiful Vietnamese Blue Beauty rat snake. Enjoying her meal. So yeah, guys, I'll definitely keep you updated on her. She's a really cool addition to the collection. I love Vietnamese Blue Beauties. There's some really cool setups people have done, whether it's full cage enclosure builds or even utilizing grow tents. These guys get huge, by the way. They get upwards of like 10 feet. They're very big. They stay relatively slender, but they're great eaters. They're great display animals. They like to climb. They're arboreal. So, or at least mostly arboreal. They definitely are a mixture, but they're awesome snakes. I definitely highly suggest checking them out. And they do cool tail wags when they get pissed off at you. All right, guys, so that's our Blue Beauty. Up next, I'm just going to go ahead and feed our Candoya pulsini. So we got a Solomon Island boa gifted to us from our friends Bill and Kat. And we're going to go ahead and see if it wants to eat a anole, because that's what it's currently eating. It's a tiny little guy. It's on anoles, which kind of pain in the butt, but it's doing good. So we're going to go ahead and offer it now and see if it'll eat for us on camera. Our green tree pythons fed, our false order cobras, our Brazilian rainbow boa. We introduced our new Vietnamese Blue Beauty rat snake, got her fed, and we introduced the pulsini, who we tried to feed on camera but just wasn't down for it yet. He did eat off camera, by the way. Now we have to go ahead and feed a whole bunch of our ball pythons that I've had forever. So let's go ahead and get all these ball pythons fed. All right, we'll go ahead and start with some of our juvies that I know will eat for me. Now this is one of them that actually sometimes doesn't, but we'll see if she will. I didn't release it. Don't be defensive, eat it. So, there you go. Word. Alright, that is our OD Clown Het Pied. Up next, we have a fire yellow belly clown girl here, and she knows it's food time. There you go. Good job. So we're going to go ahead and feed this to our smaller guy. This is a visual blade clown pied male who's being weird. Eat that. You missed. There you go. So yes, visual blade clown pied male. He's gonna go to that OD clown het pied girl you just seen a minute ago. I need you to readjust, buddy. That's not helping this scenario. Be a pain in the butt. Good job. Alright guys, our super asphalt male here that I've got for some yellow belly girls. We're just gonna leave it for him, guys. He'll probably eat that in a little bit. Alright, up next we have in frame. This is a pastel Batman from Justin Kabilka. This guy has locked up with my big pastel clown girl, so you can get a good shot of him and really show you. He likes to hide under his paper towel. He likes to hide under his paper towel, but now you can kind of get a good shot and see. Yeah, he's a pastel Batman from Justin Kabilka. Definitely a cool snake. Starting to really eat good for me finally. Some of the bigger ball pythons I have on the top shelf I'm going to hold off on feeding just because they're really picky and some of them have been off feed. So I'll try to feed them a bit later. For now, the rodents I have thawed for my other big guys that I know are going to eat, we're going to go and feed them. So this is a girl I've had for a long time now, and she is a pastel inchy yellow belly. Should we definitely go into that male super asphalt? There you go. Good girl. She's an awesome snake. She used to be a horrible eater, and now she's a beast of an eater. So let's go ahead and feed this next girl. This is my pastel clown, who's been breeding to the pastel Batman from Justin Kabilka. This big girl she's a monster, man. Damn. As you can see, what a beast. Look at this jealous motherfucker over here. He's just looking for food still. So, yeah, she's very cool. Hopefully we'll be able to produce some like killer Batman, super pastel Batmans between the Justin Kabilka ball python and this girl from Wilbanks. That'd be super cool. Alright, up next, another big girl from the original collection of ball pythons. This is my fire yellow belly inchy girl from Wilbanks as well, like I mentioned. And she will also, like the pastel inchy yellow belly, will be going to that super asphalt male who was from Garrick Meyer over at Royal Constrictor Designs. Beast, man. All these girls are just eating like monsters today. They're eating like monsters. So funny enough, this snake was a rescue that Tom Crutchfield had. Tom's not a big ball python guy, but he was nice enough to take this rescue in from someone and keep it. And it got offered to me. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. It looks like a, some sort of leucistic genetic for sure. Phantom or something like that, I suppose. Definitely let me know what you guys think. I haven't sexed it yet. I actually need to pop the snake or just probe it and take a look. But I've just been keeping it, feeding it. Maybe I'll do some leucistic stuff for laughs and gigs, just because everyone used to like a blue-eyed leucistic. I know I did back in the day, and I never got to produce them, so it might be cool to do. Alright. Now, a lot of these snakes were from my rescue I took in, that I was given. So I'm getting them back into shape. A lot of them are on African soft furs, which I had breeding for a while. I had to give it up, though, just because of the location and everything to keep them. And so this is one of the guys that was big on ASFs, but finally, just like you've seen there, has started to take small rats for me. He's starting to put some size back on it. This is a pastel pied het TSK Xanthic male that I was given in that collection. I'll put that video below if you haven't seen it, or above, either one. Definitely go check it out. It's a cool video on how I got a bunch of these ball pythons. So let's go ahead and feed his girlfriend. This is another pastel pied het TSK Xanthic female. And she's, same thing, was on ASFs. A lot of these guys are on ASFs. She has just recently started to eat, but I don't think she's ever struck for me. I've had to leave it in there with her. Yeah. I'll thaw another one out for her because I have a couple more guys I know will strike for me. And I'll leave one in there for her. This is another female that's going to our small little visual blade pied clown male, and this girl is pied very minimally. If you can see in the background, she does have a full ringer behind there too, and she is a pastel pied het clown, which will be going to him as well. There you go. Good job. Good job. Our last up for today, until we feed the rest of our other ball pythons tomorrow, is this beautiful freeway girl. And she's also going to be going to that super asphalt male with the yellow belly complex stuff. Good job. She's very cool. This girl's from Wilbanks as well. All right, everyone. So we just got back from the vet with our green tree python. This is from Mark Hager over at Texas Chondros. This is TX 23.19. And she had a respiratory infection probably a few months ago or so. And it was, you could see bubbles and all the nonsense that comes with that. And so I took her in and we got her on a round of antibiotics for a month. And she definitely cleared up. She started eating again and shedding and doing great. Oh, Mama, I'm sorry. And then, as you can see, it had cleared everything up. She started doing good. She was doing great. And I still just hear a little bit of rasp in her breathing. So we had taken her in after that first respiratory infection to treat it. And we did a round of antibiotic injections for 30 days, one every 3 days. And it cleared up and she started eating again. She shed. She was doing much better. But I still noticed a small bit of rasp that never ended up fully going away. So we got her on another prescription here. This is the same antibiotic as before, ceftazidime. She's got a bit more of a larger dosage here, being that she grew and put on some weight since then. She's been doing better. She just shed the other day. She's still eating, but we're going to go ahead and put her away. She's had a stressful day. She already got her first injection at the vet and everyone was handling her and stuff, of course. So we're going to go ahead and put this beautiful girl away. Hopefully, girl. I believe she is. But again, this is TX 23.19, and my vet clinic really wants me to name her. She doesn't have a name, so drop some names at the bottom of the page. Again, this is a designer green tree python, and she's really beautiful, and she definitely needs a name. So come on, guys. What do you think? Help me come up with a cool name for this snake. All right, let's get her put away. All right, guys, so we got her put into her quarantine tub. This is in my room. She just got a quarantine setup. It's a single hanger one from Focus Cube Habitat. It's the same size Canberra tub she's in the other room. But we're going to keep her in here till we get this respiratory cleared up, and we know that's taken care of before we reintroduce her back into the green tree python rack and into the snake room with everyone else. We're going to get her taken care of and try and finish up feeding some of our ball pythons. Let's see if this big girl wants to eat. The big girl here is an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Pastel Het Pied. Let's see if she wants to see for us. This big girl here is one I got for free from that collection. She's a pastel visual TSK Xanthic. She's really a rough eater. She doesn't really like to eat very much. I don't think I've ever really gotten her to strike for me. I'm going to leave it in there with her, and we'll see if she eats it. We'll check back in a couple hours. Alright guys, next up here's this girl that we skipped over last night, just because, like I said, she's pretty much a bad eater. She doesn't like to eat very much either. She came from the same collection, and they were all addicted to it. Slowly but surely, they're getting switched over to some normal rats, and they're being fine with it. Eat this. This is your dinner. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Good stuff. Let's put that back over her. Boom. Up next, we have another banana. This is a banana pastel pinstripe yellow belly, possibly het pied. I'd have to double check my records. She came from the free collection as well. She was on African soft furs, and she has eaten normal rats for me, but she can be a picky eater. So we're gonna try and give her this one. If she doesn't take it on camera, we're just gonna leave it in there because she's eaten them like that a couple times for me. Hi, I brought you a rat. Alright guys, so yeah, if she doesn't take this rat and the other one in the rack in the back doesn't, I have a couple other snakes here that are definitely willing to eat. They look great, so we'll be sure to hook them up if these girls in the back decide not to take their meals, which we'll check here in a bit. I just wanted to show you guys that our banana pinstripe pastel yellow belly het pine girl over here is actually chowing down on her rat right now, which is great. So we'll check on the other ones in the back, and if not, these guys will be getting them instead. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you for tuning in. Watch me feed all these snakes. There's a few we didn't get on camera, but that's all right. We'll definitely update you and feed them at another time. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment. What's your favorite snake you got to see in the video? What's your favorite snake you have in your collection? All right, guys.